Happy Friday! How are you doing? I trust that you have had a very productive week and you are now looking forward to your weekend. And I hope you will be safe and get some rest. Welcome to another episode of our Reading Friday series with the book Fatherless Daughter, compiled Epochs of a Journey by Dan Constantine. And we continue. I have discovered to be very prevalent in our society, sympathizing hypocrites and pathetic empathizers whose only aim is to hear you while you vent and take that information elsewhere or use it against you. Oftentimes, the information I'm aware of usually comes from someone who someone else confided in. As my mother said, you have a friend who has a friend who is not your friend. Education. I continued my studies at the Camperdown High School in 1996 and I left in 1997. Coming from a school the size of Excelsior, it was difficult to adapt to Camperdown at first. It was either of two places to be during the free period: stay in class or under a tree. A mixed batch of students, some totally new and others I was familiar with, but did not know them so well. On entering this new phase of my life and exposure to a new curriculum once more, with my favorite being economics, my Nigerian teacher, Mr. Eke, once told my mother that I was better suited to be a comedian as I made the class laugh always. In other words, I was too disruptive. Teachers and I have always bantered, and this school was no different. In an effort to convince me that mathematics was more important than English, the mathematics teacher, I cannot recall his name, was jolted when I asked him if he had ever heard someone speaking in Pythagoras' theorem. The conversation ended. There were some shocking memories from that year of school, some very humorous, whilst others were borderline serious. However, my most memorable moment came from an idle conversation with Raquel, myself, and the guy who shall remain nameless. If the quietest boy in the class tells you that he can take a gun to school, believe him. That guy told us he could take a gun to school, and the next day, there it was in his bag. I was in awe, as even though I was raised in the garrison, up to that point, I had only seen police officers with guns and the other two robberies I witnessed. I saw the gunmen with their weapons. Then he invited me to the movies. He had more nerve than a rotten tooth. Don't forget to get your book. As I told you before, there are many stories in it. No matter what you have been told, there is no one person that stands out apart from me. Yes, the book is about me. Get your copy, read it. Have your own opinion, leave a review on Amazon.com. Thank you.